have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
Big flash of flame, fire coming out from all over. The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Good Lord. That is about as frightening a scene as you will ever see.
I watched the World Trade Center is being built, and now they're gone, and there's this gaping hole in the skyline. Emergency vehicles are moving through the streets of Manhattan very freely. I don't know if you can hear behind me some of the sirens. I want to show you that tower number 7, building number 7 at the World Trade Center is now on fire. That building collapsed. It was expected to. It caught fire very early on in the day. There are at least 250 New York City firefighters who are feared dead. The rescue efforts are being hampered because the fires continue to burn in the World Trade Center area. There are people who are alive and are trapped under that rubble. The city of New York has never felt anything like this before.
Let's go to ground zero now in the attack on America, and that is New York City, of course, Manhattan. Bryan Glazer.
Bryan Glazer, he works for CNN in New York. He is with us.
Bryan Glazer begins our team coverage live
Bryan's of CNN. He's been helping us all day.
Bryan Glazer is in Manhattan tonight. He joins us now. Good evening,
Bryan Glazer from CNN is there for us.
I'm being given a note right now that we're just told that the Associated Press is now reporting that the death toll is into the thousands of people at the World Trade Center. We have firefighters from all across the tri-state area, that is New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York, moving into Manhattan. We understand that there may be 30,000, 40,000 firefighters and emergency workers battling that blaze. At least 1,500 walking wounded are being sheltered on Liberty Island, where the Statue of Liberty stands in the middle of New York Harbor. There are military jets that are scraping the skies above New York City, as well as Black Hawk helicopters. This is a state of war in New York. I don't think that anybody would disagree with that estimation.
Well said, a state of war. That's certainly what it looks like from the pictures we're seeing coming out of New York.
We've had a new development. I want to take you about 2.5 miles south of the CNN building in Midtown Manhattan, down to the World Trade Center area. Many people do not realize that there are 7 buildings that make up the World Trade Center. The building number 7, which is 47 stories tall, caught fire earlier today and just moments ago collapsed. Thus you see a huge plume of gray, black, and almost blue ash moving through the air. That building collapsed just moments ago. Night is now falling over the island of Manhattan, and yet a dark gray and black plume of smoke continues rising from the southern tip of where the World Trade Centers once stood. There is another building that is threatened to collapse. We are being told, these are sketchy reports, unconfirmed information, that a Marriott hotel, which is located in the heart of the World Trade Center, which has been evacuated, faces the possibility of crumbling. We now know, according to the New York City Fire Department and the mayor's office, that 250 firefighters are confirmed dead. Among them is the New York City fire chief and his deputy. From the New York City Police Department, also saddening numbers. At least 78 officers are considered missing in action. So we are being told that there are people who are alive and who are trapped under that rubble. Some of them reportedly may be police officers, and they are attempting to call 911 on cell phones. They're talking to them. The problem is they can't get to them. We still have fires burning at the southern tip of Manhattan right now, and this is a major problem for the firefighters who are trying to get in there and rescue those people. Right now, the rescue efforts in many cases have been suspended until the fires and the smoke clear.
Those are the statistics. Now give us a feeling of what New Yorkers are going through.
New York is a place where sometimes the worst brings out the best in us. I can tell you I've lived in New York City off and on all my life, and grew up here, and I watched the World Trade Centers being built, and now they're gone, and there's this gaping hole in the skyline. If you look on the faces of New Yorkers, there is just this blankness. It's surreal. People haven't really come to grips with what's happened. I've covered many disasters, and I'm a hometown New Yorker, and to me, like the rest of the people in the city, I feel this in my heart, and I can't really describe the emotion to you that people are feeling today.
Thank you so much,
Bryan Glazer tonight. Thank you for your thoughts, really.